When you give a man fish, he lives by the day. But when you teach him how to fish, he lives for a lifetime. And when you say teach, that is training. And when it is training, that is TESDA. Ang purpose ng pag-train is para magkaroon ng trabaho. That's why we partner with, for example, ang DTI. So sila may mga regulatory function over industries. Yung mga industries na yan, sila naman ngayon ang aming kinaka-partner when it comes sa need nila. That's where we are going to train people. Para pagkatapos ng training, malaki ang percentage ng employment. That's called matching din. It is based on the industry needs. Wala namang trabaho na naibibigay na kung hindi mo alam. Kailangan i-train ka muna. Ang ideal na scholar ng TESDA, I would say, yung nangangailangan ng trabaho. Marami dyan ang hindi maka-afford ng college education. Meron na tayong tinatawag na lateralized diploma course. Hindi sila nagiging either. So, that is the option na ibinibigay ng gobyerno sa kanila na hindi dahil sa kahirapan ay hindi na sila magkakaroon ng magandang future. We have that opportunity sa ating kababayan. Another important sectors, ito yung nabibigyan lang ng mga OFW, yung mga IPs natin. Ganon din yung mga former rebels. We still attend to them, bigyan namin sila ng training para magkaroon sila ng trabaho at hindi na nila maisip pa yung bumalik sa pagiging NPA dahil kasi meron na silang magandang kabuhayan. Our door is open sa lahat para magkaroon sila ng opportunity na magkaroon ng training at magkaroon sila ng livelihood after. At pag meron kami nga na-train para magkaroon ng trabaho, nababawasan ang unemployed natin sa ating bansa and that practically addresses yung problema sa poverty. It has an effect proportionate to the improvement naman ng ating peace and order. Before, we were concentrated dito sa mga training centers. Ngayon, mas marami naman yung nangangailangan sa bukid na hindi makapunta dito sa mga syudad. So, we came up with a guiding principle which we now have as a slogan, TESDA abot lahat. Para mailagay sa isip, ang puso at sa gagawa na ang siniservisyon namin ay mga mamayang Pilipino na nangangailangan ng training assistance at ito ay bibigay namin sa kanila kung saan man sila naroon. Hindi yung sila ang pupunta pa sa mga training facilities natin. In the field right now, we organize mga provincial training teams. Pumupunta yan doon. Kahit na walang sasakyan, they collaborate with other agencies na may mga sasakyan. They look for a way to be able to go that. When I assumed as the Director General of TESDA, I immediately went around after assumption at nakita ko yung sitwasyon ng ating mga provincial offices, regional training centers. It needs a lot of improvement, saka upgrading, modernization. Ito ngayon yung mga ginagawa namin, prioritizing yung ating mga training centers sa pagbibigay ng scholarship program para from there they can improve yung kanilang mga training facilities para may marating ang serbisyo ng TESDA sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan, including those who are in the far-flung areas, sa mga barangays natin. Now, I have a good grasp of what TESDA is. Lahat ng mga dapat na kailangan gawin na para mapabuti ang pagserbisyo ng TESDA ay ginagawa ngayon ng TESDA.
Good day everyone sa mga taga-Ocampo National High School, and this is our participation to the virtual career guidance of your school. Yung nagsalita po kanina is our Secretary Sid La Peña. And for the career guidance today, I'm Rosalyn T. Parida, the Vocational School Superintendent 1 of Ragay Polytechnic Skills Institute. And I'll be talking about TESDA. So, kagaya ng sinabi ng Secretary namin kanina, ang slogan ng TESDA is TESDA abot lahat kasi po inaabot namin yung lahat ng sectors ng ating society. Yung mga training programs po namin, inilalapit namin sa masa. And nang umupo po ang aming secretary, ang sabi niya, we must win the hearts and minds of the people through technical vocational education training as a solution in stamping out the cause of poverty. What TESDA does directly impacts on the lives of the people. So ano nga po ba si TESDA or ang Technical Education Skills Development? So brief history lamang po, ang aming ahensya ay nabuo ng 1994 through Republic Act number 7796 na nilagdaan po ni then President Fidel V. Ramos. Ang pinaka-aim po nito ay ma-encourage yung full participation at ma-mobilize yung industriya, labor, local government units, and technical vocational institutions para po sa skills development ng ating human resources. So, si TESDA po, kumbaga meron po kaming 4 training modalities, school-based at saka center-based. Meron po kasing mga TESDA administered schools. Meron din po kaming provincial training centers na mismong ina-administer ni TESDA. Then we have yung enterprise-based. Ito po, kumbaga matututo yung bata sa school and at the same time pinapadala po siya sa industriya para pa mas lalong mahasa sa kung anumang skills ang nadadapat niyang matutunan. And we also have yung aming community-based training kung saan inilalapit po namin mismo sa community ang aming skills training programs. So, in the whole Bicol region, kumbaga po, ito po ang ating mga training providers. Meron pong 7 TESDA schools. May 2 po yan dito sa Camarines Sur. Isa po yung school namin, Ragay Polytechnic Skills Institute. And the other one is Camarines Sur Institute of Fisheries and Marine Sciences or CASIFMAS. The rest po ng TESDA schools ay nasa ibang probinsya within the Bicol region. We also have 5 training centers dito po sa Camarines Sur. We're lucky na nandito po ang ating regional training center sa San Jose, Pili. And we also have 1 provincial training center in Libmanan, Camarines Sur. The rest po, mga kapartner po ni TESDA sa pagkandak ng training, we have 157 private na mga technical vocational institutions. Kung mahahalata po ninyo, there are also private schools na may mga ina-offer po na programa ni TESDA. And hindi po sila makaka-offer niyan kung hindi sila registered ng TESDA. So we have 157 po in the entire Bicol region. Meron din pong mga state universities and colleges and local universities and colleges na nag-o-offer ng mga TESDA programs. So we have 6 in the whole Bicol region. And we have po, kapartner din po namin ang mga local government units. Meron pong mga LGU-run training centers. And we have 23 in the whole Bicol region. Plus, agriculture po ang isa sa mga priority ni TESDA. So, we have 9 farm schools in the Bicol region. So, ito po yung nagtutulong-tulong para ma-deliver yung iba-ibang programa ni TESDA sa buong Bicol. Now, eto po, this is very important. Si TESDA po nagbibigay ng mga scholarship programs. So, kagaya po ninyo, you'll be graduating from senior high school. After your graduation, para po mabigyan kayo ng idea, maybe you can access some of our scholarship programs po. Etong mga scholarship programs po namin ito, nirarun throughout the Philippines. But then, syempre po, kasi nandito kayo sa Kamsur, you can also access our scholarship programs dito po sa province of Camarines Sur. Now, ano-ano po ba yung mga scholarship programs ni TESDA? First, we have yung TWSP or the Training for Work Scholarship Program. Second, we have the STEP or Special Training for Employment Program. Third is PESFA, Private Education Student Financial Assistance. And fourth, we have the UAQT or the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act. Sasabihin po ninyo may pandemic ngayon, so paano po namin ginagawa yung mga training programs sa TESDA? We conduct this po on a blended learning modality. So, meron pong online and meron din pong face-to-face. Pag kailangan na pong, kumbaga, mag-hands-on, you'll be required to report sa school on a kumbaga po, half lang po ng capacity. Yung isang batch po ng training program namin is 25 trainees, meaning hinahati po namin yan sa 12 at saka 13 Pag mag-face-to-face na po, may schedule na yung 12 magre-report sa institution, and some other days naman magre-report yung 13 sa training institution for hands-on. And during the hands-on, syempre po, ino-observe yung mga health and safety protocols natin. So, eto po, training kung sino-sino po ba yung pwedeng maka-access ng aming mga scholarship programs. Ito po, yung 4 na scholarship programs po na minention ko, TWSP, STEP, PESFA, and UAQT, it seeks to address the needs of prospective beneficiaries from industries, communities, and the special clients. So, sino yung mga special clients? Ang special clients po refer to special target beneficiaries. Eto po, may listing po kami ng aming mga special clients. First, we have the farmers and fishermen, workers in the informal sectors, migrant workers, indigenous people and cultural communities, mga kababaihan, persons with disability, senior citizens, victims of calamities and disasters, out-of-school youths, at saka po yung urban poor. Aside from that, we also consider as our special beneficiaries yung mga solo parents and their children, OFWs and their dependents, drug surrenderies and their dependents, mga victims of human trafficking, yung mga wounded in action or killed in action po na mga members ng AFP at saka PNP at saka ang kanilang mga dependents, rebel returnees, inmates and detainees and their dependents, micro-entrepreneurs at saka po ang kanilang mga pamilya, members of cooperatives, internally displaced population, and other related or similarly situated clients. Tingnan niyo po ang aming mga kliyente, varied po talaga yan. Actually, kahit naman po sino, pwedeng maka-access ng scholarship programs ni TESDA. So, ano po ba yung qualification ng aming mga beneficiaries para maka-avail ng scholarship programs ni TESDA? So, general requirements po, syempre po, Filipino citizen. And, nadadapat po, must not be a current beneficiary of other government educational scholarship or subsidy program for beneficiaries. So, meron din pong age requirements na kailangan. For Training for Work Scholarship Program or TWSP, at least 18 years of age at the time he or she finishes the training program. Pwede pong pagsimula, 17 years old pa lang po siya, pero by the time na matapos niya po yung training program, nadadapat po 18 years old na po siya. Kumbaga, why 18 years old? Employable age na po yung 18 years old. Kasi from the name itself, Training for Work Scholarship Program, eto pong training na to, ang pinaka main purpose niya, after pong nag-training program, after maka-acquire ng skills, kumbaga po, magtatrabaho ang bata. Now, for Special Training for Employment Program STEP, o kaya po yung Private Education Student Financial Assistance, ina-accept po ang at least 15 years old at the start of the training program. So, balikan po natin ng konti yung Training for Work Scholarship Program. Ito po kasi, it seeks to support rapid, inclusive, and sustained economic growth through course offerings in priority industries and key employment generators. So, ito po yung mga key employment generators natin. These are the sectors na kung saan madali pong makakuha ng trabaho. Pwede pong sa agriculture, tourism, IT, BPM, industry, semiconductor and electronics, automotive, manufacturing, logistics, general infrastructure, new and emerging sectors. So, ano po ba yung mga courses o programa na pwede nyong pagpilian? So, meron po kaming organic agriculture production in situ, meron po kaming agro-entrepreneurship, meron po kaming bread and pastry production, food and beverage services production in situ, meron pong cookery in situ, meron po kaming consumer systems electronics, computer hardware servicing, meron po kaming driving in situ, So, napakarami po ng pwedeng pagpilian ng mga courses or programa sa TESDA. Next po, ano po ba ang benefits? So, ang trainee po shall be entitled to free training and assessment. So, during the training, wala po kayong babayaran kahit piso. And during assessment naman po, kung saan, kumbaga, kinakailangan po na mag-undergo kayo ng assessment para makakuha kayo ng national certificate. Wala rin din po siyang babayaran. Including the training allowance po, you will be given 160 pesos per training day as allowance. Dahil nga po ngayon ay pandemic, si TESDA po ay nagbibigay pa ng 500 peso internet allowance at saka po 500 peso na health protection equipment for the entire training program. And the TVI shall not exact any additional training and assessment fees from the beneficiaries of this program. Hindi po pwedeng hingan kayo ng additional na parang contribution during the training and assessment. Bawal po yun. So, yan po yung benefits once makapag-avail kayo ng Training for Work Scholarship. Next po, Special Training for Employment Program. Ito po is a community-based training program kung saan inilalapit po namin sa community ang aming mga skills training program. You do not need to go to our training centers or schools to undergo training program. This one po is in partnership with the congressional district at saka mga local governments. So, ano naman po yung specific benefits for STEP? Kagaya rin po ng Training for Work Scholarship Program, yung trainee po is entitled to free training and assessment. May allowance din po siyang 160 pesos per day, 500 peso internet allowance, and 500 peso health protection equipment. Ang kagandahan din po sa STEP, starter toolkits shall be given to each trainee. So, halimbawa po, nag-aral ka ng dressmaking NC2 o kaya bread and pastry production NC2. Now, mabibigyan ka po ng toolkits. Yun nga lang po, pagka minsan, hindi po agad-agad na ibibigay, but then, kumbaga po, maibibigay at maibibigay po yung toolkits sa inyo, sa mga trainees. Ito po kasi with the idea na after ng training program, mas maganda kung makapagnegosyo on their own ang atin pong mga trainees. Like for example, kung nag-aral siya ng bread and pastry production NC2, pwede po siyang mag-set up o maglagay ng bakery o kaya yung kanyang mga binibake, pwede niya pong isell online. So, meron din po kaming private education student financial assistance. Again, this one of scholarship program ni TESDA. Ang target beneficiaries po shall have the following qualifications. Must be senior high school graduate or high school completer, a Filipino citizen of at least 15 years old at the start of the training, and yung annual family income po na dapat not more than 300,000 pesos. So, eto po, yung PESFA scholars naman po shall be entitled to free training cost, student allowance, book allowance, and assessment fee. So, yung student allowance po natin, 160 pesos a day. May book allowance pong 2,000 pesos for the whole training program, for bundled program, or 500 pesos for non-bundled program. Pag sinabi po natin non-bundled program, parang isang programa lang po yung kinukuha mo sa TESDA. Again, halimbawa, bread and pastry production lamang po. So, bibigyan ka ng 500 pesos na book allowance. Pero if in case doon ka nag-enroll sa bundled program, like naka-enroll ka sa bread and pastry, after mong mag-bread and pastry, kukuha ka ulit ng cookery NC2. So, may book allowance po siyang 2,000 pesos. So, ito po yung pang-apat naming scholarship program, the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act or UAQT. Kayo po at mga mag-graduate na ng senior high school, qualified po kayo dito sa scholarship program na IT. So, ano po ba yung specific requirements? 10 years basic education and other entry requirements. O kaya po, kumbaga, ngayon kasi may senior high school na, so, qualified po dito yung ating mga graduates ng senior high school. Then, dapat po, either may NCAI, MATB, or nakapag-YP for SC profiling po sa amin. And, kumbaga, dapat po pasok din sa ibang entry requirements if applicable. So, yung, eto po, kumbaga, this year po, yung under our scholarship program on the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act, mag-o-offer na po si TESDA ng 3-year diploma program. Dito po sa Camarines Sur, i-offer po siya ng Ragay Polytechnic Skills Institute sa Poblasyon Ilawod, Ragay, Camarines Sur. We will have 24 slots po, 3-year diploma program in hotel services and restaurant management. So, for 3 years po, scholar ang bata, may mga corresponding benefits din po siya. Pero as a scholar, wala po siyang gagastusin during the training program for the next 3 years. Yung kasifmas naman po sa Pasakaw will be offering a 3-year diploma in computer and electronics technology. Baka sabihin niyo po, masyadong malayo sa inyo, no? Ragay at saka Pasakaw. But then, antayin nyo lang po, malapit na, sana makapag-offer na rin po ang Regional Training Center namin sa Pili. Mag-o-offer din po yan soon ng 3-year diploma program. Ito pong 3-year diploma program ni Ragay Polytechnic Skills Institute at saka ng Kasipmas. Ayan po, as I've said, libre po ang training, libre ang assessment for 3 years. Plus, maya-maya po, I'll be explaining the other benefits. So,
halina't maging TESDA Scholar. Mag-register sa aming 3-year diploma in hotel services and restaurant management. 3 taong training, 3 taong libre. Maging isa sa 24 na scholars. Pa-register na sa RPSI.
Good morning, students. I'm Sir Mike of the Department of Labor and Employment, Camarines Sur, and I will be your speaker for today in this career guidance session. We will be talking about your employment readiness, but we need to discuss first the career choices that are available and suited for you. There are three things that you need to do first before choosing your career. Number one, learn about yourself. Gaano nyo kakilala ang inyong sarili? Ano ang inyong mga pangarap, hilig, o mga bagay na gusto nyong gawin? Number two, learn about careers. Ano-ano ang mga propesyon o trabaho na maaari mong gawin pagkatapos yung mag-aral? And number three, make a plan. Ano ang mga bagay na dapat nyong gawin upang maabot ang inyong mga pangarap? Learn about yourself. What do you want to be when you grow up? Lahat tayo nung bata pa ay tinatanong kung ano ang gusto natin maging paglaki. Pero kahit anuman ang gusto nyong maging paglaki, always remember that what you are doing in school right now will have an impact in what you do in the future. So, pangarap mo na maging isang guro. So, ibig sabihin, kailangang mag-aral ka ng mabuti upang maabot mo ito. Sino ka? Ngayon pa lang, kailangan mo nang tanungin ang iyong sarili. What do I like doing? What are the activities that I don't like? So ano ang gusto ko laging gawin? At ano mga bagay na ayaw kong gawin? What are my interests? Ano ang mga hilig ko? What are my talents? Ano ang mga talento na meron ako? Kaya ko mang kumanta, magtugtog ng mga instrumento, o kaya na may sumayaw? What am I good at doing? Saan ako magaling? Career development is a continuous process with a series of choices. Ano nga ba ang mga gusto nyong maabot sa buhay? Ano ang inyong mga mithiin? Gusto nyo bang magkaroon ng magarang sasakyan, malaking bahay, o isang estableng trabaho? Ano kaya ang mga in-demand na trabaho ngayon? O kaya na ano kaya ang mga trabaho na angkop sa aking kaalaman? Ito ang mga katanungan na kailangan kayo mismo ay malaman nyo ang kasagutan. Dahil makakatulong ito sa pagpili ng tamang kurso na inyong kukunin pagkatapos ng high school. And for you to be able to make your dreams a reality, set goals for yourself. Halimbawa, ang pangarap nyo ay magkaroon ng isang malaking bahay, which means you need to have a high-paying job for you to be able to raise the money needed to have your big house. You can list down all the kinds of jobs that you can do and find more about the jobs that you can do. But before that, you need to find out what college courses you can take to develop the skills needed for this job. In this illustration, you will notice that there are three buildings represented by elementary, high school, and college, and all of them leads to the same direction, which is work. This only shows that all person, regardless of educational attainment, will have an equal opportunity to gain work. Now, after high school, You might want to ask this question: is it important to go to college or vocational school? Huwag po nating kalimutan na mas maraming oportunidad na makakuha ng mas magandang trabaho kung tayo ay nakapagtapos ng pag-aaral. So in order for you to know more about yourself, you can also ask these right questions. What will make me happy? Ano nga ba ang makakapagpasaya sa akin? Or what am I passionate about? Ano nga ba ang mga bagay na kinahihiligan ko? What do I dream of doing? Maaring gusto mong makapaglakbay sa iba-ibang bansa. Or what do I really want to do? O gusto mo lang naman talaga makatulong sa pamilya mo? Ang mga tanong na ito ay makatutulong upang mas lalo niyong makilala ang inyong sarili. Now that you know yourself better, you can now evaluate yourself before choosing a career. There are tests that will help you in making a decision. One of those is the Ryorschach test, which means realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional. You are realistic if you are a person who is interested in working with tools, instruments, and any mechanical or electrical equipment, which means you can be an engineer, an architect, or an industrial arts teacher. You are investigative if you are one of those people who are interested in doing investigative tasks. You can be a research or systems analyst, a physician, or a psychologist. You are artistic if you like painting, singing, dancing, reading and writing literature. So you can be an artist, a musician, an actor. You are also a social person if you like to help people, you like to counsel or teach other people, which means you are service oriented. So you can be a counselor, a teacher, or a therapist, a nurse. You are enterprising if you like selling, influencing, and persuading people, which means you are business oriented. You can be a salesperson, a contractor, a manager, or a personal recruiter. You are conventional if you are a highly organized person, like maintaining files orderly, which means you can be a banker, an accountant, an office manager, or a secretary. Now you know the career that you want to pursue. It's time to make a plan. There are skills that you need to acquire before pursuing your career. For example, you want to become a teacher, which means you must have a good communication skills. In that way, you will be able to convey your ideas clearly and teach your students more effectively. You must be responsible because your students are under your protection. You must also be a creative thinker because there might be a couple of ways to present your ideas. Personal skills are your strengths and weaknesses. Technical skills, as simple as making presentations such as this, eagerness to learn. Because even if you are already a teacher, some things might need to be learned from your students, like being young at heart, people or social skills. You should be able to maintain good relationships with your colleague as well as with the parents of your students. And lastly, self-management. It is to be able to control your feelings and actions even if you are heavy on emotions. You may develop these skills through hobbies, social activities, household chores, volunteer work, community work, and most importantly, school. And after you have acquired and developed these skills, welcome to the world of work. Some of you might find a job locally or abroad, and some of you might want to start your own business. So I would like you to watch a video on preparing for a job at isulat nyo ang mga tips o mga bagay na kailangan nyong tandaan sa paghanap ng trabaho.
Wait, let me check the requirements that I have here. Resume? Check. Birth certificate, diploma, and transcript of records? Check. NBI and police clearance? Check. Training certificates? Check. Looks like I'm all set.
Jerome, where are you going?
Hey, Connie. I'm going to Makati for a job interview. I'm very excited for this.
I can see that. How did you prepare for the interview?
I just followed some tips from a very reliable source. Know the company. Groom, to impress the interviewers. Be punctual. Be polite. Carry extra copies of your resume. Answer competently and professionally. Avoid eating, chewing gum, and using smartphones. Prepare for a salary negotiation. Say thank you after the interview.
Wow. You really are ready. I'm impressed.
Thanks. I owe this to the Department of Labor and Employment. They gave me this. This is the employment guide for students and job seekers. There are many useful information here regarding work, even for your own business.
I didn't know they have those kinds of services. Where can I get that guide?
Just log on to www.dole.gov.ph and download a file from the link there. Oh, the bus is here. I have to go.
Good luck on your interview.
Thanks. See you later.
I should check the guide also. Jerome said that it contains useful information for the business that I'm planning to put up.
Okay, now that you are already, as example, a newly hired professional, you are now ready to start your career. But you need to know your rights and benefits as a worker. Next video is about labor standards and all other things that you need to know as an employee.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Jerome Cruz. I've received a phone call the other day, asking me to come here for an interview.
Good morning, Jerome. I am Sheila from the HR department. The boss is still in a meeting. Would you mind waiting for a bit?
Oh, that would not be a problem, ma'am. I can wait.
Welcome to the company, Mr. Cruz.
Thank you, sir. I will do my best to contribute to the company's goals.
Glad to hear that. Now then, Sheila will be orienting you on matters related to your employment. Again, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Jerome. Now that you are employed, you are entitled to receive wages, as well as other wage-related benefits that are provided for in the Labor Code. Employees of this company may also enjoy other additional benefits provided for in a collective bargaining agreement with the employee's bargaining agent. We normally work for 8 hours a day. With that, you are provided a non-compensable 1-hour time off for your meal, which is excluded from the 8-hour workday. If you are required to work in excess of 8 hours, then you are entitled to overtime pay. Take a look at this table for the computation. Also, about your rest days, a rest day is 24 consecutive hours for every 6 days of work. Rest days can be scheduled on any day by the employer, upon consultation with the employees. In our case, it's on Sundays. Any questions so far?
I would just like to know, what if I am required to work on a holiday or rest day? Will there also be additional compensation for me?
If you work on a holiday or rest day, you are entitled to your basic pay, plus the following. Oh, and by the way, salary is paid in cash at least once every 2 weeks or twice a month, at intervals not exceeding 16 days. It shall be paid directly to you.
Will I also be entitled to 13th month pay?
Yes. Rank and file employees, who have worked for at least 1 month, are entitled to 13th month pay.
May I also know what are the leave benefits that are afforded to employees?
Some of the leave benefits that an employee may avail include Those are just some of the compensation and benefits that we, as employees, are entitled to. Now, in exchange to these, we are expected to Any more questions, Jerome?
For the moment, no more questions, ma'am. Thank you for all the information.
Good. I will be providing you with the company rulebook to serve as your guide, and feel free to approach me if you have any questions. You may officially start work on Monday. Again, congratulations and welcome to the company.
Thank you and good day.
Dapat po nating tandaan na lahat ng manggagawa ay may karapatan na sumahod ng tama at makakuha ng mga benepisyo na naaayon sa batas. Gusto ko rin pong idagdag na yung maternity leave benefits po ay na-expand na. Hindi na lang siya 60 days kundi 105 days na. So, ang susunod nating video ay patungkol naman kung tayo ay nagnanais na magtrabaho sa ibang bansa.
Hi, Vic. Where is everyone else? I thought I was late already.
Jerome and Pips are on their way. Susan will be a little late. She is coming from a meeting.
Oh, did you know Susan passed the dental licensure exam in just one take?
Yeah, that's why she has to treat us tonight. Might as well have my send-off now, so that I can save money.
What? What send-off are you talking about?
I got a job as a waiter in a hotel in Dubai. The contract is for 2 years. In fact, I just came from the Overseas Workers Welfare Administration. OWA provides a pre-departure orientation seminar, or PDOS. It is a whole-day orientation for OFWs consisting of a comprehensive module on employment contract familiarization, profile of the country of destination, stages of the OFW's life, health and safety, airport procedures, and government programs and services for OFWs. It is a requirement so I can get my overseas employment certificate. We were advised not to accept packages from anyone. Packages from friends or family members should not contain anything illegal. They told us never to bring these.
But wait, are you sure about your agency? Don't be a victim of illegal recruiters.
Don't worry. I checked out the Philippine Overseas Employment Administration's website for the list of legitimate and registered recruitment agencies. The website also provided a list of available job orders. I also attended a pre-employment orientation seminar at the POEA. They discuss the pros and cons of overseas employment to help you decide if you really want to work abroad. In the POs, I was able to get information on that seminar encouraged me to pursue my dream in working overseas. It also provided useful tips, like what I must have as an OFW, and these included
Good thing they have such seminars. When do you leave?
in about 4 weeks.
Wow, so soon.
At sakali naman na ang pagtatayo ng inyong sariling negosyo ang nais nyo, ito naman ang susunod na video.
Oh, here is the employment guide Jerome is talking about. Let me see. Nice. There's a portion about entrepreneurship cycle. There are contact numbers too. I'll call them now and inquire.
Good afternoon. This is Beth from Dole. How may I help you?
Hello, this is Connie. I saw your contact details in the employment guide at the Dole website. I just want to inquire about entrepreneurship. What do I need to do to start a business?
Well, first, Miss Connie, you can have a self-assessment to see if you have the capabilities and experience. Then, have a general idea of the type of business that you want to engage in.
I see. Anything else?
After you have conceptualized the idea on how to start your business, The next thing to do is to prepare a business plan. In writing this plan, it is important to understand the market and the industry, as well as the competition you will be involved in.
I see. Are there agencies that can provide assistance in setting up a business?
There is the Department of Labor and Employment. Technical Education and Skills Development Authority. Department of Trade and Industry. Department of Science and Technology. Department of Agriculture. Local government units. Cooperative Development Authority. Securities and Exchange Commission. And microfinance or banking institutions.
That's a lot of agencies. Does Dole have a training schedule on starting a business?
You are in luck, ma'am. We have a training on becoming an entrepreneur this coming Thursday at the Dole. We can put you on our list of participants.
That's great. Thank you so much for the info. Bye. Yay! After the training next week, Connie's cakes and pastries will become a reality. The employment guide sure is useful. Shucks. Look at the time. I'm gonna be late for Susan's blowout.
So, kailangan niyo tandaan na sa bawat negosyo na nais yung pasukin, kailangan kayo ay maalam dito. Halimbawa, ang nais yung buksang negosyo ay vulcanizing shop. Ngayon, hindi ka marunong mag-vulcanize. Paano kung umabsent yung inyong trabahador? So, hindi naman po pwede na ang inyong negosyo ay magsasara dahil lang absent yung inyong trabahador. Okay? I would like to stress the importance of finishing your studies. Kids, your family might face a big challenge in supporting your studies, but there are ways to finance your studies. You can be a scholar, you can be a working student, or you can work for a year or two in order to save up, and the next year you can continue your studies. Remember that by finishing your studies, you will be given more opportunities to work in the future. So on this part, I would like to share to you a quote, and it says, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Thank you very much, and I hope I was able to impart to you important informations that will help you in your chosen career in the future. Thank you very much, and be safe always.
Good morning everyone. Congratulations po sa mga future graduates ng Ocampo National High School. So I'm here to represent as the speaker for our entrepreneurial skills orientation to our senior high school or grade 12 graduates. So my name is Arvin Dexter Maximo. I am the business counselor of Negosyo Center Naga City. I also handled before Negosyo Center Lagunoy, Caramoan, and Bula. I am now assigned here at Negosyo Center Naga City. So magdidirekta na po ako sa seminar proper natin kasi I have 30 minutes allotment only. So yun, let me share my screen to you. So this is only a recording. So start na po ako. So entrepreneurial mindset, ang ating topic po ngayon. So what do you mean by entrepreneurship? So meron naman tayong choices. After graduation natin, pwede tayong magtrabaho, pwede tayong pwede natin piliin na mag-aral, mag-continue in college, and pwede rin tayong mag-venture into business. So may kanya-kanya tayong choices. Kasi minsan yung iba, kailangan pa maghanap ng trabaho muna para makatulong muna sa pamilya. Ang iba, kailangan magpatuloy sa pag-aaral. Ang iba, kailangan nag-iisip pa kung anong gagawin nila. So ito yung ating seminar ngayon is about entrepreneurial mindset. Ano ba yung dapat na values, yung characteristics and mindset ng isang entrepreneur. So una, alamin muna natin kung ano ba yung entrepreneurship. So lahat naman siguro ng high school students natin may background or may subject na entrepreneurship sa before graduation. So siguro refreshment na rin ito. So, entrepreneurship daw is engaging in one's business where one can satisfy creative drive through the management of resources so that she or he could make something new or unique product or create new markets. So yan, entrepreneurship daw is yung business activity sa isang lugar. Yung entrepreneurship is the act of creating business, owner, yung ikaw mismo yung owner, hindi ka empleyado. So entrepreneurship is the act of creating a business or businesses while building and scaling to generate profit. The more modern entrepreneurship definition daw is also about transforming the world by solving problems. Marami tayong problema, underemployment rate, marami tayong problema sa growth, sa pagpapalago ng ating ekonomiya, sa paghahanap ng trabaho. Yun, maraming problema. So paano daw makakatulong ba itong entrepreneurship para ma-solve itong mga problems nito? Dana na rin natin, ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng entrepreneur? So kung titingnan natin is parang root word siya ng entrepreneurship. So entrepreneur is a noun. So ang ibig sabihin ng entrepreneur is someone who innovates. Pag sinabing innovates is someone who creates something new about the product or new services na hindi pa nag-exist, hindi pa ginagawa ng iba. Yun daw ang ibig sabihin ng entrepreneur, whose function is to carry out new combination called enterprises. Next po, ito. Sinabi natin kanina is entrepreneurship daw is also about transforming the world by solving big problems. Ano ba yung mga big problems na to? Or ano ba yung impact na nagagawa ng entrepreneurship sa isang lugar, sa isang society? So yan po. Number one po, yan, creates employment. So, paano ba sinasabi na mag-create ito ng employment, ng trabaho pag yung entrepreneurship sa isang lugar is malago. Masabi dito, entrepreneurship improves the quality of life. So, sorry, nag-jump na ako. Doon naman na tayo sa create employment. Once na mag-create ka ng negosyo, kahit maliit lang na negosyo, ano ba yung unang-unang nabibenepisyuhan? Siyempre yung owner. O sinasabi nila yung owner, wala po akong employee kasi maliit lang naman ang aking negosyo. Maliit lang ang aking negosyo, hindi naman ako nag-hire. Hindi ko naman kailangan ng employee. So as may I share to all lang, once na nag-operate ka ng negosyo kahit hindi pwedeng walang employee. So sino ang papatakbo ng negosyo mo kung wala kang employee? So yan. Ang employee mo dito is yung sarili mo. So as owner, you are knowledge as the employee of your own business. So bibilangin mo yung sarili mo as employee kasi hindi naman mag-ooperate ang business kung walang labor, walang trabador. Diba po? Okay, so number one, economic impact po is nag-create ka ng employment. Mas maganda kung marami yung employee mo kasi natutulungan mo sila, nababawasan yung unemployment rate ng isang lugar. So, isa rin yan sa mga indication ng paglalago ng ekonomiya, paglalago ng isang lugar kapag maraming trabaho. Dito nga, dito sa atin sa mga part na medyo rural areas, pupunta pa ng Manila para maghanap ng trabaho. Bakit? Kasi walang trabaho sa atin. Mas magandang pumunta na lang doon para magtrabaho. Yung mga lalaki, lalo yung mga lalaki, pumupunta ng Manila para maghanap ng trabaho. Yung mga babae dito sa atin. So, ano ba ang maganda? Malalayo ka sa pamilya or magnenegosyo ka na lang. Di ba mas maganda, magnegosyo ka na lang, malapit ka sa pamilya mo. So, yun. Number one is create employment. Number two is to improve quality of life. Paano ba may improve yung quality of life? Ano ba yung impact kapag ikaw ay nagnegosyo? Paano mo masasabi na may improve ang quality of life? Unang-una nga, nag-create ka ng employment. So, yung employee mo, may trabaho na, hindi na siya pupunta ng Manila, so nakakapag-provide na siya sa family niya. So, acknowledge as yung nag-i-improve yung quality of life nila. So habang tumatagal ang entrepreneurial activity, mas lumalago din ng innovation. So pag sinabing innovation, for example na lang, kapag may entrepreneurship sa lugar, di ba? Sample na lang is the rice cooker. So entrepreneurs continuously innovate and develop new products. Nagde-develop tayo ng mga produkto which is the answer sa mga basic need ng ating mga housewife, men, and even the teenagers or mga fresh graduates like you. For example, agricultural machineries have increased food production. So kung dati mano-mano tayo gumawa, halimbawa sa siomai, kung dati mano-mano natin ginagawa, sa isang oras na 50 pieces tayo, sabihin natin 20 pieces. Pero ngayon, may mga machine na due to entrepreneurship, may mga innovation na gumagawa na sila ng machines and equipments para mapabilis or maparami yung yield natin per hour. Yung pag sinabing yield is yung produce natin, yung nagagawa nating siomai, kung siomai yung example natin. Number 3 is utilizes and mobilizes resources. Ito yung maganda. Kapag gumaganda ang innovation sa isang lugar, nagagamit natin yung mga resources, yung mga raw materials na dati nabubulok na lang sa gilid, di ba? Marami tayong raw materials dito, may coconut. Pag sinabi natin palang raw materials, coconuts, kakailanganin natin ito kasi dapat panagsisimula ka ng business. Ito yung dapat isa sa mga dapat isaalang-alang. Ano ba yung raw material sa isang lugar? So kailangan mo munang alamin kung ano ba yung produkto na gagawin mo, ano ba yung raw materials na gagamitin mo dito. For example, kung ikaw ay magaling sa pagluluto, ang naisip mong negosyo is gumawa ng mga processed meat, mga longganisa, mga tawag ito, tocino, siomai. Kung ikaw ay magaling dyan, bago ka mag-invest dyan sa business na yan, alamin mo muna, saan ba ako kukuha ng supply? May baboy ba dito? Marami bang meat dito sa aking lugar? Mura ba ang meat dito, ang karne sa aking lugar? Dito sa Nagas, as of now is alam ko 350 na ang karne dito. Buti dyan sa may part ng presentation is 240 ata nung na beses na nagtanong kami dyan, is kontrolado daw nila yung karne nila. So we need to kailangan natin isalang-alang yung kung anong resources. Balik tayo, utilizes mobilizing resources. So nagagamit natin yung mga resources na sayang. For example, mga coconuts, mga ano ba bang mga produkto natin yung mga bamboo, kung bamboo industry ang papasukin mo, yung tiger grass, yung sugbo, meron tayo dyan sa partido area. Kung anong resources, yung mga resources nagagamit natin. Hindi na siya nabubulok lang yung na sayang. Lastly is bring social benefits to the government and people as well. So paano ba siya nakakatulong? Ano ba yung impact niya sa ating society, sa ating lugar, sa ating community? So yan, sabi nga rito, social benefits. Anong mga social benefits ito? Kung nakikita natin yung picture, so ang benefits niya is nakakagawa tayo ng mga tulay. Kung dati may yung mga, di ba, sa part dito sa guide, sa hanging bridge pa lang dati. Pero ngayon meron silang some of the barangays, mayroon na silang sariling tulay. So hindi na ang bridge, diba, delikado, nakakatakot tumawid kung hanging bridge yung gagamitin. Pero sa ngayon, may tulay na sila. Maganda yung ating access road papuntang dyan sa mga party areas. Magaganda na rin yung ating infrastructure dyan, yung ating roads. Meron tayong school natin, gagawa ng mga building, meron tayong room na nagagamit. Sa mga barangay halls, sa mga barangay, meron tayong mga multi-purpose complex. So, dyan na pupunta yung ating mga tax, yung taxes natin, dyan na pupunta. Kung mag-venture ka into entrepreneurship, syempre, mag-rehistro ka ng negosyo, saan ba mapupunta yung mga ginastos mo pang rehistro? Dito, dyan po. Yung bayad sa ating mga teachers, sa amin, sa mga government employees. So, matuwa tayo kasi kahit 5, kahit piso, meron tayong ambag sa kalsada na pinapagawa sa ating mga barangay o sa ating mga national roads. Next, yan. Next po is the rewards of the entrepreneurship. Ano ba yung rewards na makukuha natin? Ano ba yung reward natin kung tayo ay nagnegosyo, especially sa ating mga future graduates, sa ating grade 12 students ngayon. So after graduation mo, kung maisipan natin na magnegosyo tayo, makaisip tayo ng isang negosyo, ano ba yung rewards na makukuha natin? Number 1 is reward of entrepreneurship is unlimited opportunity to make money. So hindi lang tayo makakapag-focus sa isang negosyo lang. For example, sabi natin isig na tayo sa meat processing. Pag sinabing meat processing is pwede kang magproseso ng meat. So natututunan naman ito sa mga skills trainings and seminars. Pinoprovide din yan ng ating government through DTI din, mga different agencies, and even sa ating mga munisipyo meron silang ginagawang mga livelihood opportunities na ganyan. So kailangan natin magtanong-tanong. Number 1 is, yun nga, have unlimited opportunity to make money. You can have opportunity by, for example, nagnegosyo ka ng yung mga processed meat. So meron kang longganisa, meron kang tocino, meron kang siomai, meron kang embutido. So ano pa ba yung pwera dyan? Ano pa ba yung pwede mong inegosyo? Ano pa ba? Hindi ka lang mag-iisip dun sa mga produkto mo eh. Hindi ka lang pwedeng mag-stick dun sa processed food mo. Ano ba yung pwede bang maisipan mo na maging revenue, maging ating sales. So, di ba pwede tayong imbes na kasi nagpo-proseso naman lang tayo, pwede tayong bumili na rin ng baboy, tapos pwede nga ikaw na rin ang mag-raise ng baboy. Mag-alaga ka ng baboy para hindi ka na bumili. So, additional income. Di ba? Additional, kung hindi mo, pagkatay mo ng baboy, di naman yun magagamit sa food, sa pag-process mo ng meat kasi sobra-sobra na. Pwede mong ibenta. So may meat shop ka na ngayon, di ba? Meron tayong unlimited na opportunity to make money. Kailangan lang nating maging masipag, maging maisip, di ba? Dito rin nagagamit yung sinasabing maisip. kailangan mo lang palawakin ng isip mo, ano ba ang pwede kong gawin sa negosyo ko? Ano ba ang pwede ko pang gawin pera dito sa negosyo? Meron tayong mga accessories at mga product. Hindi lang tayo pwede mag-focus sa isa lang. Ito. Next po is be your own boss. Ito po yung kagandahan. Sarili mong oras mo. You get to decide what to do on your business. Flexible yung oras mo. Ikaw na yung mag-decide saan ko ba isa-source out yung aking supplies, ano ba yung marketing strategy, paano ko ba maibebenta, ano ba yung gusto kong gawin para maibenta yung produkto ko. So sarili mong desisyon, makakapag-generate ka ng trabaho. So yan, be your own boss. Number 3 is medyo bibilisan lang po natin ng konti kasi we have 30 minutes only. So, tap your creativity. So, magagamit mo yung pagiging artistic mo or yung innovation. Kung anong gusto mong innovate, maganda dito sa meat quiz. Lagyan ko ng flavor. Kung na-empleyado ka lang, hindi mo pwede baguhin yung produkto. Hindi mo pwede baguhin basta-basta yung produkto. Kailangan mong sabihin doon sa boss mo, yung sa may-ari. Pero kung ikaw yung may sadiri ka sa sarili ng yung negosyo, wala ka ng boss. Kung may gusto kang gawin sa produkto mo, you have the right kasi negosyo mo yan. So matatap mo yung creativity mo. Fourth is overcome challenges and feel fulfilled. So para rin naman itong senior high school, so nakapag-graduate tayo ngayon. So marami tayong obstacles na dinaanan kasi nandiyan na talaga yan eh. Kasi being a successful one and ang pagiging successful business naman is hindi instant. May mga process, yung mga problems and hindrance, yung mga pagsubok, nasa daan yan. Kailangan mong, hindi ka pwede mag-skip na hindi mo na yung dadaanan. So nandiyan na yan. Kailangan mo lang maging optimistic, positive lang lagi, hindi yung nadapa ka is ayaw na, close na agad yung business. So pag nalampasan mo naman itong mga challenges na ito, yung ma-feel mo naman is fulfilled. Ito po yung ibig sabihin ng overcome challenges and feel fulfilled. Lastly, fifth is the reward of entrepreneurship po is helping others and the country as well. So paano ba? Di ba nadaanan na natin sa previous slides? Paano mo natutulungan yung iba? Nakakapagbigay ka ng trabaho, naka-help ka sa community and sa country sa paraan ng paraan ng pagbigay mo ng tax or pagbigay mo ng pangailangan ng tao. Kasi yung tax na binibigay natin is ginagamit din naman sa pagpapaganda ng ating lugar, which is kailangan din ng businesses, especially ang ating mga roads and syempre yung mga services or yung security ng lugar. Lastly po is building an entrepreneurial legacy yan. For example po is Mr. Henry C. of SM. Diba? Sa ngayon wala na si Henry C. pero patuloy pa rin yung SM. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na wala na yung founder ng SM is wala na rin yung SM, di ba? Mas lumalago yung SM, marami na tayong SM store ngayon. So, yung mga anak na, yung nagpapatuloy ng kanilang negosyo. So, mayroon na silang legacy. Sabi ni Henry C, what if I sold? Kapag daw lahat ng Pilipino is bumili sa akin ng sapatos. Yun, naisip niya, ano kaya yung mangyayari sa akin negosyo? Siyempre, maraming Pilipino. Magiging successful ka talaga kasi si Henry C. naman dati is naglalako lang ng mga sapatos. So, vendor din yan. Yan. Next po is, kung may rewards of entrepreneurship, yung sinabi natin hindrances kanina, mga challenges, siyempre may risk. Yan, may risk din na ang entrepreneurship. Number 1 is, yan, unpredictable business condition. Sabi dito, a small business is vulnerable to sudden changes in a business environment, especially ngayon, meron na tayong yung pandemic ngayon. So, yun ang aabutan ng ating mga fresh graduates from senior high school. So, if you venture into business, if you invest into a business, ito yung kailangan isaalang-alang natin. May pandemic tayo ngayon. Ano ba yung strategy? Ano ba yung kailangan natin gawin? Kasi yun nga, one of the risks of being entrepreneur, meron tayong unpredictable yun nga, business condition, yung environment natin is na nagbabago-bago. Na ito, sabi dito, a small business is vulnerable to sudden changes in the business environment. In fast-paced industry, kung maliit ang inyong negosyo, baka bumagsak ka lang. Kung wala kang mga strategies or mga backup plans na if may mangyaring ganito. So, baka, yun, sabi dito, a small firm may not be possess the financial capability or the organizational capacity to respond to this adequately to new opportunities in their concomitant problems. Example is coronavirus. Bawal na yung, di ba, social distancing na ngayon. So, ano pwede mong gawin? Through Facebook na ngayon, may online selling na tayo ngayon. Pwede natin i-sell online. Maganda na one of the trends ngayon is the online businesses. So, pwede tayong mag-online, pwede natin i-market. Pag sinabi market is customer. Pwede tayong humanap ng customer sa Facebook, yung mga friend natin sa Facebook. Pwede tayong sumali sa mga groups na sa mga bentahan, di ba? May Naga City market nga ngayon, Naga City buy and sell. So, pwede natin i-post doon, pwede tayong makahanap ng maraming customers, maraming market, big market through online. Second risk of being an entrepreneur, risk of entrepreneurship is long hours of work. So kailangan flexible ka na kasi even sa gabi, baka kailangan mong gumising kasi kailangan ka ng yung negosyo. A prospective entrepreneur must be ready to spend most of his waking hours immersed in the business. Also, family and personal affairs may be jeopardized. Mabawasan yung barkada, yung pagbabarkada mo, yung ating Saturday nights, diba? May Sabado nights tayong tinatawag. So, pwedeng mabawasan na yan. Next is unwanted or unexpected responsibility. The entrepreneur may be eventually find himself saddled with management responsibility as he did not bargain for. Siyempre, if may negosyo, kailangan mo na i-manage yung business mo, finance, kung ano ba yung problems, kasi all businesses, even those successful businesses, is may maraming dinadaan na problems. Problem sa tao, sa employee, problem sa financing, problem sa marketing, lahat ng problema sa pagmamanage ng business. So, kailangan mo itong i-face kasi ito yung mga unexpected responsibility mo. Alam mo, yung mga successful business, hindi pinasakit yung ulo ng mga yan. Lahat ng mga successful businesses, kung mapansin mo nga, ang mga buhok, baka mabawasan ang buhok mo dyan. So, yan. In summary, kung nasundan natin lahat, ito yung rewards of entrepreneurship. Have unlimited opportunity to make money, be your own boss, tap your creativity, overcome challenges, and feel fulfilled. So, if may rewards, meron ding risk. Ano yung mga risk? Risk of failure. Huwag kang matakot na baka bumagsak yung negosyo mo. Kapag bumagsak yung may problem yung business mo, kapag nalugmok ka, bangon lang. Sabi nga yung mga block of problems daw, block of mga hindrances, mga harang sa iyong negosyo, may problem na dumating, isipin mo lang isang bloke yan, huwag mong ilagay sa ulo mo. Pag maraming problems na yan, talagang babagsak ka kasi mabigat yan. Pero yung mga bloke ng mga problema, igagawin mong stairs. First problem. Second problem, ilagay mo. Para this stepping stone, gawin mong stepping stone para makapunta ka dun sa tax. Kasi hindi mo makukuha ang million or billion in just overnight. So yung million, yung pagiging milyonaryo or pag-aangat ng business, pinagpupuyatan, pinagpapagudan, pinag-iisipan, pinagpaplanuhan. Ganun po yun. Unpredictable business condition, long hours of hard work, unwanted or unexpected responsibility. So for our grade 12 students, ito po yung mga industries which can generate sources of income in the Philippines na pwede nating pasukin. Pwede tayong makapag-invest ng money. Ito yung mga revenue stream. Una is processed food, home styles, furnitures yan, mga housewares, wearables, pwede kang sa mga fashion accessories. Pag sinabing wearables, yung mga sinusuot, bags, footwear, automotive, on parts, kung marunong kang mag-ayos ng yung mga makina, pwede mong gawin negosyo. Garments, mga RTW, mga ukay-ukay. Sportswear, pwedeng pagtatahi, or magpapatahi ka, bibilin mo. BPO, ICT. Pag sinabing ICT naman is online business or online inventory, mga BPO usually mga call center ito. Engineering services, knowledge management, natural, organic, mining, and tourism. Ito yung tourism, maraming sakop. Pwede kang, hindi naman kailangan may hotel ka or may restaurant ka or may kung anong business. Pwede kang mag-business online. Hanap ka ng kliyente, gawan mo ng package. Ikaw yung magiging tourist guide. Kailangan mo lang mag-aaral kung paano maging tourist guide. Pwede yun. Transport resort or pwede mong ipasok yung processed food mo as a pasalubong products. Kung may home style ka, may wearables ka, kung anong produkto mo, pwede mong pasok. Kasi, di ba yung turismo naman is pag umuwi, kahit nga tayo, pag mag-swimming lang, pag may nakita tayong mga abubot dyan na pwedeng pampasalubong, binibili natin. So pwede natin ipasok ang mga produkto natin into tourism industry. So last topic po is the entrepreneurial competencies. Yung mga ingredients, ano ba yung dapat na characteristic ng natin as an entrepreneur, as mag-venture sa business. Ano ba yung kailangan na nasa loobin mo, yung mindset mo, yung ugali. Ano ba yung kailangan na dapat na nasa atin? Yan, yung ating iisa-isahin. Number one is opportunity seeking. Dapat nakikita natin yung oportunidad sa bawat okasyon or pangyayari. For example na lang is in the pandemic, di ba? Nagdaan tayo sa pagiging estudyante. Ano ba yung kailangan ngayon? So, ano ba yung opportunity na nakikita natin dito sa nangyayari ngayon sa online class? So, pwede tayong magbenta ng mga gadgets, ba yung mga earphones, yung kinakailangan, ano ba yung kailangan sa online schooling? Ano ba yung kailangan nila na pwede mong pagkakitaan? Yan, seize the acts on new business opportunities, financing, equipment, etc. Kailangan din. Alam natin kung ano yung mga binibigay na free ng government, training, seminars, mga equipment, kasi meron yan. Persistence. So yan, dapat hindi panghihinaan na loob. Dapat kung anong sinimulan, kayang ipagpatuloy hanggang sa magtagumpay sa negosyo. So kailangan passionate ka sa trabaho para hindi mo iiwanan na kung wala ng pera sa negosyo na yun, hahayaan mo na lang, hindi ka na mag-iisip kung ano ba yung pwedeng gawin para lumago pa yung negosyo. Baka isara mo agad yung negosyo mo kung talagang mahina na ang pera. Pero kung passionate ka sa trabaho, hindi mo yan papabayaan. Takes repeated or different action to overcome an obstacle. Kapag nadapa, bangon agad. Yung commitment to work, dapat mapagkakatiwalaan ka. Dapat kung ano yung pinaramis mo sa iyong kliyente o sa iyong customer, dapat yun yung makuha nila. Dapat satisfied. Every customer must be satisfied of your product and your services. Risk-taking, alam naman natin, yan, kung minsan nananalo o minsan pwede matalo dahil sa mga pangyayari sa buhay. Kahit na may hindi magandang pangyayari, maniwala pa rin sa magandang bukas. Dapat optimistic tayo. Pag sinabi optimistic, positive. Hindi dapat negative. Stay negative sa COVID. Pero in business, dapat stay positive. Hindi bitter sa buhay, nakangiti pa rin sa gitna ng pagsubok. Takes what he or perceive or mo dapat yung pagiging risk taking natin is reasonable. Pag sinabing risk is dapat pag-aralan pa rin natin, dapat may plano pa rin. So, states a preference for situations that involve moderate risk. Concern for quality and efficiency, yon ang pinaka main idea naman dito is pwede kang magtipid, pwede mong babaan yung cost mo sa iyong produkto. Importante, yung quality and efficiency ng iyong services tumataas. So mataas yung quality ng okay lang na mataas yung gastos mo, mataas yung quality, mataas yung efficiency ng service mo. Pwede rin naman na mababa yung gastos mo, but importante mataas pa rin yung quality ng iyong produkto and yung efficiency ng iyong trabaho, ng iyong servisyo. So yan, goal setting, dapat may goal tayo, hindi dapat na kapag nakuha natin yung goal, is tama na. Dapat pag nag-set ka ng goal, kapag dumating ng panahon na nakuha mo na yung goal mo, 100,000 per annual, o hanggang 50,000 annual. Kapag nakuha, mag-set ka naman ng goal na mas mataas. Usually, 20% ang ina-add sa goal setting ng isang negosyo. Kapag na-hit mo yung 100,000 a year, so magdadagdag ka ng 20%, which is 20,000. So 120 for the next year, yun ang i-hit mo. So may target na gusto nyo abutin sa buhay pagkalipas ng isang taon. Short-term goal. Pagkalipas ng 5 taon naman is long-term goal. So gusto talagang umasenso at lumaki ang negosyo. Sets clear and specific short-term objective. Ito naman yung tatandaan natin sa goal setting natin. Unang-una, dapat specific. So well-defined, dapat specific yung ating goal. Tandaan lang natin yung SMART na word. So S for specific, M for measurable. So dapat set ka ng concrete, hindi pa bago-bago, measurable, concrete target. Attainable, siyempre, dapat yung kayang-kayang i-attain. Hindi ka pwedeng mag-set ng 1 million kung maliit lang naman ang negosyo mo. Dapat attainable siya. Sabi ko nga, no one build a billion overnight. So pinagpapaguran ito. Letter R for relevant, dapat achievable business goal, dapat naayon sa environment, naayon sa opportunity na nakikita mo. T for time bound, business goals and objective just don't get done. And hindi basta-basta na gagawa yung objectives, yung goal kung wala kang time frame. So dapat may time frame ka. Kung 20% increase yung goal mo, sabi nga kanina is measurable, dapat may time frame ka. For example, yung 100% mo for a year, for 10 months, 100%. So every month, dapat 20%, nakukuha mo yun. Kung 5 clients or 10 clients, per clients ang bibilangan mo, pwede rin naman. Yun, SMART. So, konti na lang ito. Information seeking, dapat nakikinig palagi sa mga bagong pangyayari. So dito mo magagamit yung pagiging chismosa mo. So kailangan chismoso ka din. So information seeking uses contacts information networks to obtain useful information. Personally seeks information on clients or suppliers. Yan, sinasala importanteng informasyon na pwedeng gamitin sa negosyo. Nagtatanong sa mga ahensya ng gobyerno at iba pang tao na makakatulong o impormasyon. Systematic planning and monitoring. Sabi ko kanina, dapat minomonitor mo yung business mo. Kung may target ka na 100,000 a year or annual, dapat monthly, may target ka rin monthly, dapat may target ka, papalitin mo yung target mo para makuha mo by month. After a year, titingnan mo, i-monitor mo, nakuha mo ba yung target mo or na ano ba yung kailangan i-improve mo for the next year para makuha mo yung target mo, ganon. Next is persuasion, may public relation, naghahanap ng mabait. Itong persuasion naman is gaya ng ahente. Dapat makulit ka, madaldal, hindi ka susuko agad, paano ka ba makakapag-close ng ng tawag dito? Makaka-close ng tawag dito. Paano ka makapagbenta kung mahiyain ka? Paano ka makakapagbenta kung yung itsura mo palang galit na, pagpasok ko palang galit na, hindi ka magilo sa customer. Kailangan mabait. Kahit na hindi ka mabait, dapat pag sa business dapat mabait ka para bumalik yung customer mo. Yan. Lastly is dapat may self-confidence ka. Mayroong conversation skills o marunong makipag-usap ng malinaw. Naniniwala sa sariling kakayahan kung kaya pinaniwalaan din ng iba. A strong belief in soul's own abilities. Dapat madaldal ka, dapat kayang-kaya mo makipagharap sa clients para makapag-close ka ng business. Expresses confidence in one's ability to complete difficult tasks or meet challenges. Kaya nga dapat maganda kung sa school pa lang pinapractice mo ng sarili mo sa mga reporting. Hindi yan dapat tinatakasan. Dapat pag sinabing reporting, dapat tataas ka pa mo. Ako magre-report ako. Kasi dyan mabibuild yung confidence mo, which is magagamit mo ng malaki sa pagtatrabaho, pagninegosyo, or in college. Magagamit mo talaga. Training ground talaga naman ang high school. Hindi in the college is training ground for all. Yan. Sabi ito, magnegosyo tayo. Nakikita ba niyo ito? Ito ay i-full screen ko ba? Sige. Full screen natin. Ayaw. Okay na. Yun lang. Wait lang. Nawala. So sana is may matutunan kayo sa ating topic. Magkaroon lang kayo ng mindset na positive. Okay na yun. Makuha lang ninyo itong mga characteristics or ingredients. I'm sure you're on the right track na. Yan, magnegosyo tayo kasi ito daw yung process ng pagnenegosyo. Sabi nila, yung pagnenegosyo daw is kailangan capital. Pag tinanong mo yung kahit potential, may kahit pa sabihin natin meron kang idea, kaso natatakot ka mag-invest. Pero maganda yung idea mo kasi takot ka nga. Takot ka na malugi, takot ka na matalo, takot ka na malugmok. Pero kasi hindi mo alam yung process. Ito daw yung process ng pagnenegosyo. Una, pagsusuri ng sarili. Tingnan mo muna ang sarili mo, kaya mo ba daanan yung mga risk na diniscuss natin kanina. Suriin mo muna ang sarili mo. Number 2, kung kaya mo yung number 1. Number 2, pagsusuri ng kapaligiran, ano ba yung mga opportunities na pwede mong gawin, yung opportunities na pwede mong mapagkaitaan sa palibot mo. Number 3, pagpapalawak ng kaalaman at kakayahan through skills training and seminars. Yun. Gaya nito, pagpapalawak na yung kaalaman ng yung mga nakikinig ngayon, ginagawa na ninyo yung number 3. Pagpapalawak ng kaalaman at kakayahan. So, saan natin ito makukuha? Meron tayo dyan mga negosyo centers. Sa DTI, merong pinoprovide ng mga training, mga skills trainings and seminar. Ang pinakamalapit sa Ocampo is Tigaon. Pwede tayong pumunta sa negosyo sa Tigaon, dyan lang sa munisipyo ng Tigaon para makapag-reserve ng seminars, kung ano man yung seminars ng negosyo sa Tigaon. Number 4, pagpili ng produkto. Nakapag-scan ka na sa palibot mo, ano ba yung nakita mong opportunity, ano ba yung ibebenta mo? Sino ba yung market mo? Dapat gano'n. Number 6, paglikom ng puhunan. So dito mo palang iisipin yung puhunan kasi may ideya ka na may market ka na, may bebentahan ka, may produkto ka na. Ready na yung sarili mo. Saka ka palang maglilikom ng puhunan. Saan ka ba kukuha? Pwedeng bangko, microfinance, pwede mong ipangutang, or kung may ipon ka, pwede mong gamitin sa iyong naisip na negosyo. Number 7, bago ka mag-operate, syempre, rehistro ka muna. Kasi sabi nga natin, ano ba yung mga impact ng iyong negosyo sa iyong sosyedad, sa iyong community. O nakakatulong ka sa paggagawa ng infrastructure, o rehistro ka muna. Number 8, pagsasagawa na o pagpapatupad na ng negosyo mo. So implementation na, implement mo na ang negosyo mo kasi pinag-aralan mo na. Number 9, pagsusuri after siguro a month or 3 months, tingnan mo na ano ba yung negosyo mo, kumikita ba, or yung market mo ba is nakukuha mo, bumibili ba sa'yo, or may kailangan kang baguhin sa strategy mo, dapat may backup plan ka. So, ganun po yung process ng pagnenegosyo. Hindi po basta-basta. Okay? Yan. Next po is, what business can you engage in? So, you can choose on business based on your interest. Number 1, your individual field of interest. So, magaling kang magkuti-kuti. So, business ka, magnegosyo ka ng cellphone repair shop, mga ganon. Magaling ka magluto o gawa ka ng mga food products, gawan mo ng label, patulong ka sa negosyo centers natin kay DTI, patulong ka para gumanda yung produkto mo para maging marketable naman. Yung tawag dito, marketable naman yung produkto mo. Number 2, knowledge on the product and services. Ano ba, dapat may knowledge ka sa produkto mo. Amount of capitalization, magkano ba yung kailangan mo? Potential clients, sino ba yung client mo, sino ba yung customer mo, yung target market mo, ilan ba ang market mo. So, nandun na rin siya sa how to start a business, yung previous slide na diniscuss natin. So, existing supply, may supplies ba sa lugar mo? Available manpower, sino ba yung mag-act as labor, sino ba yung employee, kung kaya mo ba mag-isa, kung kailangan mo ba mag-hire. Yun, next po is Jos Mabalos from DTI Camarines Sur. Again, nagpapasalamat po ako na-invite si DTI dito sa at least may naitulong kami sa ating future graduates. So, ilang percent naman dyan is magninegosyo naman talaga. So, nakatulong naman itong ating presentation. So, salamat po. Salamat din po sa Campo National High School. So, Jos Mabalos po from DTI Camarines Sur. Thank you po.
We welcome you with great joy to our humble institution, the Camarines Sur Polytechnic Colleges. Our vision, Polytechnic education at its best for the Bicolanos. This is our unwavering institutional commitment to provide world-class education that transcends the aspiration of the youth and communities in the Bicol region. Since its creation in 1983 through Batas Pambansa Bilang 512, CSPC continues to fulfill its mission to transform lives to be free of poverty by creating a better future through world-class polytechnic education and technological innovation. This is manifested through providing world-class polytechnic education that shapes professionals with character and expertise toward sustainable livelihood and better lives, promoting a strong research culture to generate solutions and technologies for a vibrant local economy, engaging communities in a meaningful partnership for sustainable urban and rural development, and working together with global stakeholders to pursue its regional leadership in polytechnic education and research. We're also guided by our quality policy for continuous improvement. We affirm to provide the highest standards in total customer satisfaction in accord with legal and other requirements to satisfy current and future needs of clients and stakeholders, uphold good governance conditions, and sustain the integrity of the environment and its resources through continual improvement of its quality and environmental management system. CSPC shall pursue its mission and vision with fervor steered by the values that have driven the institution over the years. Our services and acts shall consistently reflect our organizational values of creativity, service orientation, passion, collaboration, character, altruism, responsibility, excellence, and stewardship. In short, our core values stand for CSPC Cares. As we give tribute to the 37th year of existence of Camarines Sur Polytechnic Colleges, we look back with great pride to the honorable men and women who made possible the emergence of a promising institution. Attorney Fernando Oberiña, Dr. Lilia Corporal Sena, Dr. Lourdes G. Lanyog, Mr. Ferdinand B. Valencia, Dr. Moncito G. Ilarde, and Dr. Dulce F. Achan. At present, Dr. Charlito P. Cadag leads the college in its journey to academic excellence and transformation. It is no wonder that with exceedingly regarded administrators, competent faculty, and dedicated staff working towards one goal, CSPC was awarded numerous awards and recognitions such as ISO 9001-2015 certification, accreditation of programs, consistent performance-based bonus qualifier, Red Orchid Hall of Fame awardee, Saringaya awardee, Best Smoke-Free Government Office, Top Performing School of Midwifery, Home of Placers and Top Notchers, Quality Management System Award, and many others. With two campuses, the CSPC Main Campus and CSPC Buhi Extension Campus, we cater to more than 5,000 students in the 3 graduate programs and 17 undergraduate programs. Other new programs will be offered by the college to address the needs of the community. As we embrace the new normal of teaching-learning process, our students will enjoy the flexible learning arrangement using the CSPC Learning Online space to ensure that quality education is provided amid the COVID-19 pandemic. We will be resilient, dynamic, and innovative to achieve our goals and objectives despite the challenges of time. To further fire up CSPC's standing in providing quality education and excellence, President Rodrigo R. Duterte signed into law converting Camarines Sur Polytechnic College into Polytechnic State University of Bicol on April 12, 2019. With the spirit of dynamism of the present leaders and workforce, CSPC will make into reality the full conferment of the university status. We will continue to grow, serve, and pursue our goals and commitment to the people of Bicol and beyond.
Welcome to the Camarines Sur Polytechnic Colleges, soon to be Polytechnic State University of Bicol, the Rinconada powerhouse of academic achievers.
Camarines Sur Polytechnic Colleges was established on year 1983. CSPC's Board of Trustees has named Dr. Charlito P. Cadag as the college's 5th president on July 10, 2019. In addition to that, we have 6 colleges that offers SUC accredited programs. For the College of Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, and Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering. For the College of Computer Studies, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Bachelor of Library Information Science, and Bachelor of Science in Information System. For the College of Health Sciences, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Science in Midwifery. For the College of Business Management, Bachelor of Science in Office Administration, Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management, Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management, and Bachelor of Science in Entrepreneurship. For the College of Arts and Sciences, we have Bachelor of Arts in English Language Studies, Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Bachelor of Science in Development Communication, Bachelor in Public Administration, and Bachelor in Human Services. For the College of Technological and Development Education, Bachelor in Physical Education, Bachelor in Culture and Arts Education, Bachelor in Special Needs Education, and Bachelor in Technological Vocational Teacher Education, major in Fish Processing, Food Service Management, and Electronics Technology. We also have our Buhi campus, which offers Bachelor of Science in Information Technology and Bachelor of Science in Office Administration. Our college produced board top-notchers over the past few years in midwifery, nursing, and engineering.
Good day, my dear senior high school students. I am very pleased to be talking to you today in your career guidance program. This may be virtual, but let me extend my warmest congratulations to each and every one of you for managing your education in this new normal. Soon, very soon, you will be done with your secondary education. You are soon to embark on the next chapter of your young life, tertiary education. This is your ardent desire and your parents' dream for you to go to college, to be able to prepare to get employed for 5 years from now. Indeed, post-secondary or tertiary education is the key to employability. It is necessary for the discovery, proper dissemination, and application of knowledge. Tertiary education results in the fulfillment of needs present in all. It also offers a wider opportunity of career choices to choose from. Tertiary education in the Philippines is offered through various degree programs by a wide selection of colleges and universities, also known as Higher Education Institutions, or HEIs. These HEIs are administered and regulated by the Commission on Higher Education, or CHED. The CHED Memo 105, Series 2017 states that all senior high school graduates may take any course in college, regardless of track or strand. This means that you can take any course that you dream of, whatever track you have taken in your senior high school. What to expect in a tertiary education? In college, you will be expected to understand and remember what you read. You will also be asked to draw conclusions, form opinions, and evaluate the ideas of others. Students who succeed do their assignments and keep up with their reading. In college, you have a tremendous amount of sources of knowledge, especially in this time of remote and online learning. Also, you have more freedom in college. You will not be monitored as much as you were in secondary education. In other words, you are responsible for your own academic progress. You have to meet academic standards in order to stay enrolled. In the new normal mode of learning, we call flexible learning, students have to become self-directed learners. Given some guidelines, you are responsible for crafting your own performance tasks. Developing your essays, assessing your work before you turn them in. I mentioned earlier that tertiary education is offered through various degree programs by a wide selection of colleges and universities. I'll take this opportunity to tell you that Naga College Foundation is one of the colleges in Naga City and province that have a wide range of offerings you can choose from. Naga College Foundation has degree programs in criminology, teacher education, nursing, midwifery, medical technology, accountancy, business administration, engineering, computer studies, communication, languages, and public administration. We are preparing to add more courses in health and sciences and technology-related courses needed by the different industry here and abroad. In these trying times of the pandemic, Naga College Foundation extends its compassion to you and your family through its Compassion for Education program. In this program, we are extending to the family of frontliners the benefit we give to our alumni. This is equivalent to 50% discount on your tuition fee for freshman year of your college schooling and 20% on the succeeding years until you graduate. This is our way of thanking the frontliners for their unselfish service. To the parents, NCF is a safe campus, as certified by CHED and other government agencies complying to the standards set by CHED. Let me end this conversation we're having by a short video that will introduce you to our school and the Tigers family. Thank you. Good day, everyone. Naga College Foundation Incorporated has proven that it is the breeding ground of champions. It has produced around 30,000 graduates and successful alumni who became experts in various fields of profession in its 70 years of existence.
The strong family-oriented school community has further facilitated learning and growth among our students and employees. The legacy of my grandfather, Dr. Melchor T. Villanueva, to provide quality, affordable, and accessible education has flourished as shown by the improvement in enrollment not only for Filipinos but even in the international market, as proven by students coming from countries like India, Nigeria, and Papua New Guinea, enrolled in various courses. Indeed, NCF has gone a long way. The challenges continue as education is continuously evolving and the search for new knowledge and truth is never ending. Development of students' understanding and judgment to make appropriate and effective decisions as future leaders of the society is an important legacy for NCF.
Close collaboration among the different stakeholders, which are the parents, alumni, students, and various partners, is also necessary to face the challenges ahead. So come and visit our campus and witness NCF transformation and be part of the Tiger community.
After more than a century of existence, the Bicol State College of Applied Sciences and Technology remains true to its dictate in providing quality applied education to countless young men and women who pass through its portals. BISCAST has been in service to many generations of Bicolanos since 1911 as the then Camarines Sur Trade School or CSTS, which later became the Camarines Sur National School of Arts and Trades or CSNSAT in 1952, and the Bicol College of Arts and Trades or BICAT in 1967. Briefly, the school became a campus of the Camarines Sur Polytechnic Colleges or CSPC pursuant to Republic Act 8760 that mandated CHED-supervised institutions to be integrated to state colleges and universities in December of 2000. Subsequently, in October 19, 2012, under the sponsorship of Representative Luis R. Villafuerte of the 3rd District of Camarines Sur, President Benigno Aquino III signed the passage of RA 10231, formally separating the school from CSPC and naming it the Bicol State College of Applied Sciences and Technology or BISCAST, with its first president, Dr. Richard H. Cordial, and a first mandate to primarily provide advanced education, higher technological, professional, and vocational instruction in training in the sciences, arts, education, entrepreneurship, engineering, and other related courses. It shall also undertake research and extension services and provide progressive leadership in its area of specialization. The establishment of BISCAST as an independent state college proved to be a catalyst for its rapid progress in the institutionalization of quality assurance systems, strengthening of its research capability, and the modernization of its facilities. Institutionalization of quality assurance system, AACOP, ISO certification, top-notchers in board exams, strengthening of its research capability, research outputs and conferences. Most evident in BISCAST's bid to achieve its vision are the new buildings and facilities rising all over the campus. Here is a glance of the school's current infrastructures as well as its amenities. Learning Resource Hub, Library, ICT, Audiovisual Hall, Laboratories, Food, Chemistry, Physics, Electronics, Electrical, Entrepreneurial Building, Rooms, ETC Hall, Under Construction, Education Building, Engineering Building, Hostel. What lies ahead for BISCAST? In June of 2020, the Congress approved the Bill 6858 filed by Representative El Rey Villafuerte, which can usher this institution to a new era in its colorful history, as the law aims to convert BISCAST from being a state college to a state university. From CSTS to CSNSAT to BICAT, then CSPC Naga Campus, and now BISCAST. By virtue of the CHED Memorandum No. 3, Series of 2001, otherwise known as the Implementing Rules and Regulations of Republic Act 8292, Dr. Alex H. Navarroza has been elected as the new college president. Under his ardent and strong-willed leadership, BISCAST remains at the forefront of being the only applied sciences and technology institution in the region. In this time of great volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. The college continues to be steadfast and resilient, putting its stakeholders at the core of its mission. Rising above these challenges, BISCAS takes a great leap of being catapulted to its ultimate destination of becoming a smart university, which shall be named as the Southeast Asian University of Technology, or CUTech.
Welcome, Astians! As we adapt to the new normal because of COVID-19, BISCAS needs to make some changes in our ways of conducting our operations, as well as implement measures to ensure that the health of its employees and students are safeguarded. Some of these measures are the implementation of health safety protocol, shifting to full online transactions, and the flexible learning mode. You have recently experienced this through the first ever fully online enrollment of the school. For this school year, you will also experience a lot of changes as BISCAS introduces a dynamic program to sustain your education amidst the challenging situation that we are all in today. The program is called Plan B, an acronym for Program on Learning Alternatives in the New Normal for BISCAS. This student primer will help and guide you in coping with a new learning environment as we shed light on 3 important questions: how to stay safe, how you will learn, and what you should do. At BISCAS, we value your safety first and foremost. Here are some safety protocols for you to observe to help us in ensuring that you will have a healthy body and a sound mind. As an Astian and a responsible young member of the community, you are expected to contribute in the mitigation of the spread of COVID-19 and other communicable diseases. As such, these basic health habits are important to be observed. Wearing a face mask and face shields while in public or when talking to people in person. Proper hand washing, cough and sneeze etiquette. Regular disinfecting of often touched or held surfaces, crowd avoidance, and keeping social distance. If ever there's a need for you to come to school, other health safety protocols are being done in the campus, such as information and temperature gathering by the guards and the office staff of people entering, regular disinfection of hands, equipment, and surroundings, isolation of offices, etc. But in general, we discourage students from coming physically to school. Conduct your transactions online as much as possible. If you experience fever, cough, colds, sore throat, difficulty in breathing, and other respiratory conditions, you may reach our in-house physician for teleconsultation, for proper medical assessment and advice, as well as assistance should there be a need to proceed to the nearest health facility. Health monitoring is also being conducted regularly by the Student Development Services or SDS office. Please cooperate and answer the survey promptly so that we can find ways to help you more. As a scholar ng bayan and future citizens of the nation, BISCAS expects that you will maintain your vigor and readiness to adjust to all learning activities designed for your education in order to successfully complete your program on time, with the college recognizing the importance to upkeep your physiological fitness and mental well-being. You are highly encouraged to develop routines that will promote a healthy lifestyle, including but not limited to eating well-balanced diet, getting enough sleep, having good relations, social connectedness, and exercising regularly. The college has initiated programs for upholding your physiological and mental health, one of which is the regular postings of self-help guides at the FB page of BISCAS, the SDS office, and the guidance office. You may also avail our support services like an online counseling by sending a message through email to the guidance counselor for appointment. Until further notice, there will be no face-to-face class session. You are not to physically appear on site or in campus unless authorized or instructed by the school. All asynchronous and synchronous learning activities will be performed at your home through established learning management system platforms and modules accessible for download using your SDN account or in the provided on-the-go or OTG flash disk and in hard copy. Do not hesitate to ask your teachers for any academic-related concerns through the provided online communication channels like email, Facebook Messenger, Google Meet, and similar others. For all other concerns, you may express your thoughts through the designated office links in our portal. BizCast promotes an offline and online environment that is conducive for learning as well as safe from exploitation and bullying. You can help the school in preventing these by taking note of the following. Do not interact with strangers. Keep your personal information private, like passwords, PINs, cell phone number. Be cautious of redirecting links. Try typing instead of clicking. Limit your online presence to avoid internet addiction, which predicts cyber aggression. Be responsible with your posts, comments, and shares. There are netiquettes for online classes, which will be discussed later, and following them will lead to harmonious and pleasant learning experiences with your classmates. In the event that bullying or exploitation happens between and among students of BizCast, immediately report the situation to the SDS office for appropriate action. Discipline, policies, and procedures of the school, as well as existing laws for the offense, will be observed. Considering the risk of COVID-19, BizCast will be implementing flexible learning for delivering quality instruction in this school year. But what really is flexible learning? Flexible learning provides learners with choices about where, when, and how learning occurs by using a range of technologies to support the teaching and learning process. This approach allows flexibility of time, place, and audience, including but not solely focused on the use of technology. It is important to note that flexible learning is not solely online learning. There will be no face-to-face or traditional mode of instruction. This is to prioritize the health, safety, and welfare of students and to minimize the risk of local transmission of the coronavirus in the institution, considering that BizCast has a population of more than 4,000 students. Instructors and professors may implement online learning, modular distance learning, or a combination of both. Students must communicate to their teachers on the specific mode applicable to them. Online learning pertains to learning experiences in synchronous or asynchronous environments using different devices with internet access. Synchronous means every student is doing the activity at the same time, while asynchronous means at different times or at your own pace. These may be implemented via Google Classroom or via Moodle, the learning management systems of BizCast, also called as ADA. BizCast will provide OTG flash drives for students with an Android phone or laptop but do not have access to the internet. These flash drives will be used as the storage for the electronic copy of self-learning modules. For those students who do not have internet access, smartphone, nor laptop, they should advise their teachers so that they can be provided with a printed module. As a student, you are expected to be responsible for your learning. Make sure that you have proper time management to avoid cramming on completion of assignments. Also, Make sure that, in whatever mode you will learn, you get the learning materials during the assigned schedule for your program. Complete all activities and submit all requirements assigned by the instructor. Be it through online learning or modular learning, make sure to always double check your learning materials if there are activities or requirements you may have missed. Uphold academic integrity. Observe honesty and independence during assessments such as recitation, examinations, and quizzes. Non-compliance on this will subject the students to grounds for disciplinary action if proven guilty. Attend class punctually and regularly, and act and speak decently for synchronous sessions. If there is an online class scheduled by your teachers, arrive on time. Notify your instructors if you can or cannot attend at least 1 hour before the start of your class. Communicate to the instructor concerned about any difficulties encountered in any subject for necessary assistance. Make sure you know how to contact your instructors. You may contact them via email, text message, or chat if applicable. Follow the etiquette guidelines for online learning and policies stated in the last section. On assessment and grading. Teachers will conduct alternative modes of assessment for flexible learning. Alternative assessments are various methods which focus on demonstration and application of knowledge and skills. These are, but not limited to, collaborative writing assignments, video presentations or performances, reflection or reaction papers, observation notes, short surveys, portfolios, journaling and diaries, case studies, discussion forums, peer evaluation, online quiz, simulation, and educational games. Assessments for your courses are stated in the modules or in the learning management system to be provided by your instructor. Make sure to communicate to your instructor if you have difficulties in completing these assignments for proper guidance. How you will be graded in these assessments can be found in the rubrics to be provided by your teachers. You will be evaluated for the course in terms of class standing, major exam, and project. The corresponding percentage can be seen in your syllabi or course guide, which will be given by your instructors. At the start of the semester, your instructor will discuss with you the details on how your class will be conducted, the activities, and the grading system. Netiquette Guide for Online Classes. Netiquette is a set of rules and norms for interacting with others on the internet in a considerate, respectful way. It is important to note that an online classroom does not differ from the real physical classroom, it being a place for learning for you and your classmates. Here are some guidelines that you should follow for a productive and meaningful online class session. Be respectful. If you wouldn't say it to someone's face, don't say it online either. A certain level of formality is expected in your communication with instructors as well as your classmates. It's good etiquette to use respectful greetings and signatures, full sentences, and even the please and thank you use in real life. It is important to remember that your classmates and teachers are real people who are affected by the words you say and write. It is essential to keep in mind the feelings and opinions of others, even if they differ from your own. No yelling, please. Be aware of strong language, all caps, and exclamation points. It is easy for written text to be misread and misunderstood. In most situations, typing in all caps is inappropriate. Most readers tend to perceive it as shouting and all have hard time taking what you say seriously, no matter how intelligent your response may be. Be cautious when using humor or sarcasm, as tone is sometimes lost in an email or discussion post, and your message must be taken seriously or sound offensive. What may seem like an obvious joke to you could come across as off-putting or rude to those who do not know you personally. As a rule of thumb, it's best to avoid sarcasm altogether in an online classroom. Instead, lean toward being polite and direct in the way you communicate to avoid these issues. Emoticons and smileys can convey humor or sarcasm, so you should limit or avoid using them. Read first and think before you type. Take some time to read through each of the previous discussion post responses before writing your own response. Be careful of what you write on the net. Remember that what you share in an online classroom is part of the permanent digital record. Grammar and spelling matter. Your written communication should be professional and reflect proper writing style. Always make an effort to use proper punctuation, spelling, and grammar. Text speak or judgmental lingo is not appropriate to use in an online class. On the other hand, it's important to be reasonable about others' grammar mistakes. Nobody likes grammar police, and making fun of a classmate because he or she made a grammatical error is not a proper etiquette. Be concerned with security and privacy. Your password is the only thing protecting you from pranks or serious harm. If you think someone else knows it, change your password immediately. Always log out after using the system. In consideration of privacy, do not post nor share screenshots taken from your class sessions, private and sensitive information, and inappropriate materials. Everyone should adhere to the data privacy law. Cite your sources. Whenever you are sharing an idea that originated from someone else, even if it is not word for word, it is good practice to cite that source. Plagiarism is not tolerated in the academic world. Here's a checklist of the important things you should consider for your online class. Be presentable. Get dressed. Be courteous by dressing appropriately. You may even wear your uniform if you opt to. Check your IT equipment, sounds and video, and connectivity. Prior to online class, check if your equipment such as computer, headphones, microphones, internet connection, etc. are all up and running. Be aware of your surroundings. First is lighting. When video is enabled, make sure you use as much light as possible. Avoid having the source of light positioned behind you. Be mindful that ceiling fans can create a strobe effect. Second is location. Choose a location that is free of distractions for you and for others. Make sure your background is appropriate for a business situation. Don't embarrass yourself in front of your classmates. That means make sure they don't see piles of dirty clothes. Remove inappropriate posters or knickknacks. Children or pets running wildly through the house. Be punctual. Join the class session on time or a few minutes early. Punctuality shows respect for other people's time and bandwidth. We are all now facing difficulties and uncertainty, but we are confident that with your determination as a student, the dedication of our teachers, the full support of your parents, and the unwavering resolve of the administration to provide you optimal learning opportunities, together we shall overcome these challenges like a victorious Spartan after crushing his enemies. Atagos ang Astia!